Good game. Gates, baby! A pretty strong deck, actually. Woof. Hey, everybody. Welcome back. Thanks for taking the time to watch Hello Good Game. Today, we're continuing on with our Common Combos series, a new series which focuses on decks for free-to-play individuals and beginners that have 0 rares and 0 mythics. So a great place for you guys to check out new decks that have different styles of play, right? So you can kind of see what you like without sinking all of your rares and mythic wildcards into a deck that you might not necessarily play later on down the road. So if you're interested in any other free-to-play common combo decks, be sure to check out our playlist that is filled with them. Today, we're playing free-to-play Gates, and as always, we're going to break down the deck list, talk about all the cards, how they work, and then we're going to talk about the deck strategies and synergies, which is basically how all of the cards work together. And then we're going to get into today's gameplay footage, where we break down all of the plays that we can find within the meta, so you can see how the deck interacts with the rest of the game. And then we're coming full circle with my closing thoughts. So as always, thank you for continuing to support this channel. Those of you who spend your time and attention, I absolutely am an incredible amount of, owe an incredible amount of gratitude to all of you guys. Thank you so much. And yeah, if you find any value within this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up and share it to one of your friends as well. So into the deck list. Free-to-play Gates starts out with 3 copies of Abreal Grazer. This is a 0/3 with reach. When Abreal Grazer enters the battlefield, you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. Moving on to our 2 drops, 3 copies of Growth Spiral, an instant, draw a card, and you may play an additional land card from your hand onto the battlefield this turn, which is really nice, playing 2 lands. Gatebreaker Ram, this is our first 3 drop. It's a 2/2, however, it gets +1/+1 for each gate you control, which is the whole land base. And then as long as you control 2 or more gates, Gatebreaker Ram has Vigilance and Trample, which is basically a given because of the land base. Banishing Light ×2 an enchantment. When it enters the battlefield, exile target non-land permanent an opponent controls until it leaves the battlefield. 3 copies of Guild Summon, another enchantment. When it enters the battlefield, you may tap any number of untapped gates you control. Draw a card for each gate tapped this way. And then whenever a gate enters the battlefield under your control, we get to draw a card as well. Gates Ablaze ×4 a sorcery. It deals X damage to each creature where X is the number of gates you control. And again, because of our land base, this is just going to be an exceptional amount of damage. Rhythm of the Wild ×2, another enchantment. Creature spells you control can't be countered. Non-token creatures you control have Riot, which is really cool. Riot is a +1/+1 counter or haste. It's your option or your choice when the creature enters the battlefield. Circuitous Route is our only 4 drop, and we have 4 copies of it. A sorcery. Search your library for 2 basic land cards and or gate cards, put them into the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle your library. So that's a great way to just ramp mid-range to flood the field with gates. 2 copies of Archway Angel. This is a 6 drop, so very pricey. It's a 3/4 with flying. However, when it enters the battlefield, you gain 2 life for each gate you control. So this is a really good sustainability and life gain throughout the deck if we do come against an aggro deck. 4 copies of Gate Colossus, an 8/8 for 8. However, it costs 1 less to cast for each gate you control. And then Gate Colossus can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less, which is really, really nice. And of course, Gate Colossus has whenever a gate enters the battlefield under your control, you may put Gate Colossus from your graveyard on top of your library, which is neat. These spells are accompanied by a single basic forest, 2 Azorius Guild Gates, actually 4 Azorius Guild Gates. Here we have different art. 4 Izzet Guild Gates, 4 Gruul Guild Gates, 4 Boros Guild Gates, 4 Selesnya Guild Gates, 4 Simic Guild Gates, and 4 Gateway Plazas. No sideboard, we're playing best of 1. That's the deck list. Let's talk about the deck strategy. How do all of these cards work together? And like, what kind of draw hand are we looking for as well, right? What do we need to mulligan away, and what do we need to hold on to if we find? So as far as the deck synergies go, there's a couple of really cool things. Gate Colossus is less to cast for each gate we control, and we can ramp with Grazer, Growth Spiral, Circuitous Route, and eventually be playing these Gate Colossus for 0. That's not uncommon. That's something that's going to be happening a lot, is you playing these Gate Colossus absolutely free. And I know what you're saying, well, it doesn't have haste, it's no good, they're going to remove it. Boom, haste comes from Rhythm of the Wild, so it can come into play for 0 and immediately attack. The same goes for our Gatebreaker Ram. The Gate Colossus doesn't have trample, so it's a little bit situational. It gets around creatures that have power 2 or less. They can't block it, so that's nice, similar to Questing Beast. However, Gatebreaker Ram is basically the same creature, but it doesn't come back from your graveyard, so you have to use it a little bit more sparingly. It has trample if it can come in with haste and trample. Oh, woof. So that's really nice. Back to Gate Colossus, another synergy involved is Guild Summit. So when it is in the graveyard and we play a gate, it goes to the top of the library, and then Guild Summit triggers. It goes right back into her hand, and then we can play it for 0 again, hopefully with haste. So you can see how we can kind of do a little bit of an infinite cycle here with Gate Colossus as it's being removed, as long as it's not being exiled, and as long as we continue to have gates to drop to trigger its effect from Guild Summit and Gate Colossus, right? So that's really, really cool. That's basically it, to be honest. Archway Angel gains us life when we get close to death. 2 life for each gate. It's not uncommon to be gaining 20 plus life here, at for sure 10 plus. Actually, it would be 12 plus, basically, because it costs 6 to cast, so you're going to have 6 gates. Probably 5 at a minimum if you have the forest. So you're getting a ton of life this way, and that should kind of off-put any damage that these aggro decks are doing to help you survive. We talked about the ramp with Circuitous Route. That's great to play after the Guild Summit because you're going to be drawing cards for those cards, or for the lands that enter the battlefield. And then Guild Summit does stack, which is incredible as well. So this is really important as a draw engine. Gates Ablaze is a universal removal as long as they don't have protection, which is a bummer because it does exist. However, dealing X damage to each creature, where X is the number of gates you control, is incredible, especially when we can wipe our own Gate Colossus and just bring it back. Banishing Light on anything that really interrupts our own playstyle. And then Abreal Grazer, Growth Spiral is just early game ramp. That's the entire deck, you guys. There's not much to it. This is a very basic, very beginner-friendly deck. It's not rotation-proof, which is sad. But for the time being, I think a lot of people will have access to a lot of these cards. So I wanted to showcase it. This is, I think, episode 4 of our common combos. Be sure to check out the other episodes within the series as well. Thanks for you guys' support. I really appreciate it. Before we get into today's gameplay footage, I do want to remind you I'm live on Twitch every single morning, 6 a.m. PST. We have daily uploads on YouTube's. Come watch the premiere. So for the live experience, we get to chat together while my video comes out and watch it together as a community. That's a lot of fun. And then we have the Discord as well. It's a great place to get advice or just share your experience for a game we all love. We have beginners all the way up to the top ranked Mythic players in the world in there. So it's a really fun experience. Free entry, cash prize, tournaments and competitions, all of those things, you guys. So check out the links in the description below to find access to all of these things. That's it. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate your continued time and attention. Those of you who support the channel financially, you're incredible. Like absolutely just saints to my life. Thank you so much. And yeah, let's enjoy some free-to-play Gates gameplay footage. Make sure to watch to the end so you don't miss our final thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon, share to a friend, subscribe, all of that shenanigans, and we'll talk to you in a few minutes. This guy's name is Trampoline. I like it. I like double Gates Ablaze. We'll have to use the plaza for the mountain, but hey, we'll get there. That's fine. What else are we going to use on our second draw for 1 mana? Almost into it after immediately having just talked about it. Awesome. Can't wait. So we get into a weird... Oh no, we were gonna do it, yeah. He can sack his Alsad to protect one of the bridesmaids. If it works. I'm pretty sure it does. It doesn't target it, so maybe not, but I'm pretty sure it still stops the red damage. Right? Yeah. See. Luckily, we have a second version, or variant there. Luckily, we're also pushing this land up. If he has a 1-drop protection spell, we're screwed here. Or indestructible. So we do pick it up, that's great. And I guess let's throw a defender out, I don't know. We have our Gate Colossus. We have Rhythm of the Wild. Oh my lord, are you serious, bro? We can still drop our Rhythm for 3 and our Ram for 3, which is really nice. And the Ram's got the Trample, which is the key component here. Because more times than not, our opponent has defenders. So the Gate Colossus just kind of gets hung up. That Broodmoth is problematic, to say the least. Does it trigger with the... Yeah, it's just a creature without flying. That's crazy. Let's just try to stomp out. Right, smash in. Vigilance on the Ram as well, which is incredibly helpful. He just takes it. Okay, so Johnny's gone, that's nice. This Broodmoth is incredibly problematic. We need an exile effect for it. Nice, that's such huge life gain on the attack. Wow. We definitely need an exile effect. Oof, we don't get it. We can draw one more land here. Ah, we don't get it there either. No attacks. We're in a bad spot. We do have the Archway Angel, which is nice. But a really terrible position. Yikes. No reach here. Ay caramba. So we'd only have one left over. So we've basically got to do it just to survive. Well, that'll give us a little bit of life to survive, right? It has vigilance, so let's strike in. He'd have to triple block and we'd get the Johnny. Oh no, but they come back with flying. That's actually a terrible choice for us. We should have just tried to pull an exile next turn. I can't believe I just attacked. Just take the damage, bud. Don't block. I can't believe I just did that. That probably just cost us the match. We should have just searched for exile because they come back with flying. And this I can't handle. Right? Another Pride Made for Lyndon to buff. What a top deck. What a top deck. I guess at this point, let's pull a Gates Ablaze, wipe the field, and just start playing our Gates Colossus, right? That's going to be our go-to. Another Angel is great, if we can get there. One, two, three, four. We can pay one. Let's double draw here. See what we get. Another Angel, that's great. And then the Banishing Light is what we needed on that Moth. Right? Snagging that. Grazer in play, lets us play another land for 2 more cards. So we're in a good position here. He's out of cards, and we have a very nice draw engine. Haste from our Rhythm. And these gates start to smash. We don't have to play an incredibly passive game because we do have an Angel to gain us a bunch more life back. So at least this way we can keep the tokens under control. Really, just blocks with his Ajani. Moth's out of play, so that seems weird to me. I would have just chump blocked with the 2/1/1s. So I think the game is beginning to slip away. Right? $32 cards left. 30, I guess, after this. Another Gate Colossus for free with haste. Two more gates, why not? Which is 4 draw. Ram with haste. Please and thank you. Still 24 cards left. Let's take 2 more draws. We can get another Gate Colossus, right? Let's go in with 5. The Grazers can block. Good game. Gates, baby! A pretty strong deck, actually. Woof. Alright, let's have a gate parade. Growth Spiral is basically all we ever need to see. Guild Gate. Is it? And Gruul works, or Azorius and Gruul. Just having that blue and green available to us. We can Grazer next turn, which might be beneficial. It does come in tapped, so maybe let's just push the spirals instead. So he's got 2 castles in play, illegal, right? Oh, I guess we do have to Grazer here because they all come in tapped anyways. Oof. I've not played Gates in quite a while. However, word on the street is it's a very powerful budget archetype. Teferi is also a very powerful card. Playing Triumphs and stuff, this guy's just greedy. Right, maybe we can just kill Teferi and aggro him out. The growth spirals and Guild Summit are good, but we need to take control of the field state before our opponent can really set up. It looks like he's playing Sultai with white, which, what is that even, an ink trader? Oh no, that's Witch. Everything but red. Yeah, so it's a very powerful 4-color deck. Literally every land he's dropped is rare, so we're in a weird position. Only having one green source is kind of screwing us. We're going to tap this gate to draw. The Circuitous Route does help quite a bit. And let's try to kill Teferi. No Brazen Borrower. No removal, no balance. Perfect. Thank you. We have Dog versus Cat. We are playing one of our common combos decks today. So 0 rares, 0 mythics. Another Teferi bouncing our Ram. Okay. Not good. Yeah, that single source of green might be worth just going for the Citrus Route now. Let's try to play it safe. I'd rather do it next turn and have a huge attacker available, forcing him into removal. We do have 3 converted mana costs here, so ECD is a fear that we have. Yeah. Ooh. Eee. Instant Speed Shatter is also an option. Why do I say these things? And now we're still stuck on just 1 forest. We should have guild gated a long time ago. They come and tap, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter too much. We have red. Let's get rid of our grazers. Holding our land because it helps us draw through our guild summit. And then maybe we can just outvalue him. Right, this ECD to Teferi combo is pretty annoying. Right, let's draw a card. That Banishing Light is good, but it can be bounced. Let's just leave it resolve. Keep drawing. Trying to get to our Gate Colossus. We should be able to cast that for 0 now, basically. We're going to play our other Guild Gate, get a draw from our Guild Summit. And if things get risky, we have our Archway Angel, take 8 in life. Growth Spiral draws, and then we get to play an additional land, which lets us draw again. So really good synergy between our Growth Spiral and Guild Summit. We have 36 cards left, which is good. It's our opponent's turn now. Scry 2. So he wants to really get rid of our Guild Summit. Luckily, we have a second one. 2 to the bottom is always nice as well. Teferi with 5 loyalty. Bouncing itself down to 2. Throwing my Guild Summit out of play, I assume. Guild Summit's a weird thing, because he doesn't really want to bounce it, just because when I play it, I get to draw all those cards again. Ooh. Is this gonna be that janked? So we have to control the number of permanents he controls, so we need a secondary flame sweep, stuff like this. Field of the Dead is a great card to go in this deck. Let's get an attacker in play. And we could just take his Happily Ever After, forcing him to Teferi bounce it. And then we just are in a loop where we're taking his Banishing Light. He bounces our Banishing Light back to our hand, so he'll have to have those permanents in play prior. Let's just do simple Growth Spiral. There's what we want, is these Gate Colossi. So we want to pull out like anything else that he has. I'm sure he has Shatter the Skies, right? So we don't want to put all of our Gate Colossi in at once. But I think that one of them will be okay, right? Just kind of splitting the removal, so he needs to remove 2 pieces, not just 1. Let's hold it there. Like I said, we don't want to put all of our threats on the field in case he is just sitting on a Shatter. So we want to try to be semi-conservative, right? We've only pulled 1 Flame Sweep so far. Not that he has an aggro deck at all, but he needs to deal with our Ram, and he's already dealt with 1. Oof. Oof. Let's Spiral. So hopefully there's no instant speed Shatter here. We just send it in up top. Taking it slow, I guess. I don't know. This is weird. Our trample damage? Yeah, in instant speed Shatter, it didn't matter. That's kind of what I was smelling. So we can Colossi. Right, we really need to bank on the fact that he doesn't have extra shatters in hand. Let's play a Grazer as well. Force isn't a gate, but, you know, we do love land. And let's go even further, thinning our deck, so there's lots of non-creatures in there. Or, sorry, non-land. And we do have a Gate Colossus to come back as well, which we draw into our hand now with Guild Summit. And it's back in play. We have another Gate to bring all 3 back next turn, play them all for free again. And should we just go for it? I kind of want to be sassy. You know what I mean? Let's gain all that life. Why not? Just kind of flexing the absolute shock and awe of the Guild deck, or the Guild Gate deck. Very powerful. Gates in general. We just went up to 61 life, so this is going to be a game. We're down to 21 cards in library, which typically is a bad thing. However, he gets rid of a Gate Colossus. I love it. Because they're Gate Colossus and can come back, we're easily able to use the 21 cards and not lose the game because of it. The Tameo is pretty nice. She's going to take back the ECD or the Shatter. It's a -3 on the Tameo for sure. He doesn't have enough land, I don't think, unless he hasn't dropped yet. He wants to ECD the Banishing of Light. No. Never mind. Should we get a big time flex? Hit him with the Grazer? Right? I guess the Gate comes in. Colossi can come out. I mean, we know he's shattering, but we're playing them all again for free anyways. So we want to keep this Gate in hand. Let's play another Angel, just for the life gain. Up to 99 life. Can you believe it? 19 cards in deck. 1, 2, 3, 4. Takes us up to 6. Hey, why not 7? 5 cards off the top. Well, actually, really should not have played the Gatebreaker around there. I forgot he had a Shatter. We're getting way too ahead of ourselves, you guys. Let's give him a hello, good game, and maybe we can win just by berating him. It's a tasty Shatter, don't get me wrong, but he's going to need to continue to pull them over and over. Right, needs another Tameo. Something like this. We have plenty of land. All the Colossi go on top. Right? Just a really nice way so we don't mill ourselves too badly. Just because the next 3 draws we have will be Gates, or the Colossi. Here's the draw, here's the draw. There's one. Now this is maybe where he gets pretty salty. The fact that I'm replaying these for 0. Right, that's very strong. Let's just pay 1 so we grab this 3rd Colossi. That gives us lethal next turn. 13 cards in deck. 13 in the grave. Interesting. Just whiling out, no big deal. What's like 200 lands in play, 99 life. Unlimited draw engine with unlimited creatures. It just goes to show why exile is so important. If you don't have exile effects, then your opponent can just absolutely abuse that with things like Gate Colossus, right? Or we see in Luris as well, or the Cauldron Familiars. Exile is very powerful. He's definitely Gonzo. I knew it would be the life gain that won us the match. You know what I mean? Right? So as far as a free-to-play deck goes, very powerful. I think he's still here. He's looking at our graveyard. Let's end our turn here. We still have one more Ram available. He definitely needs to shatter. To shatter the sky. Oh my lord. I'm all coughed up today, or whatever you want to call it, whatever the kids are saying. Oh, a double Storm's Wrath? That's interesting. Right? Just draining his hands. We'll give him a nice. But it's not enough is the thing. All we need to do is play a single Guild Gate. 3 of our things go to the top of our library. And then we have 3 Guild Summits, so they all come on the field. Or into our hand, I should say. And then we play them for 0. Oh my lord. That's so awful. Don't do this to people, you guys. Play the Gates deck. I'm sure you could hit whatever rank you could ever possibly imagine with this. You know what would go good? Is a little bit of haste for these Gate Colossus and Gatebreaker Rams, you know what I mean? Adding a little bit of haste into that would be ideal. Interesting. Let's see if this resolves in a wacky way. He's taking an ECD, a Teferi, a Tomeo. Yeah. Very nice. I think... Okay, so he ECDs the Gate Colossi. That is a good play. Oh, and he got an Abreal Grazer. Is there a second ECD? Or does he bring his ultimatum back to his hand with his Tomeo? Oh my lord, you guys. This match just got interesting. -3. He took his Shatter. Lordy, lordy. That's something I did not expect, is that ultimatum. That's incredible. And he bounces his ECD. Good play. Good play. Banishing Light is good. I think we're gonna mill ourselves. Good thing we have these Gate Colossus, at least 2 of them. Hopefully we top deck the 3rd. Negative. Yeah, we can pay that. I don't mind. We'll play these. So he'll... We need to take Tomeo. That forces his ECD on the Banishing Light. And then that forces him back into the Shatter loop again, right? Flame sweep, flame sweep. Fairy goes up, that's fine. ECD on our gates. That's what we want. He did leave Tomeo alone. Okay, so that means no shatter. And a raw though. Oh, interesting. He's at 30 cards still. Cards in graveyard equals 10. He could kill the gate. He has Castle. No, he does not have access to Castle Ventress. He does not have, there it is. Now he does. All right. So they're both in exile, not in... I guess. Let's play it slow. Probably could use a Jace in this deck, right? Because our library, it's not an uncontrolled mill. Only things that we want go there, go there. Might be a bad idea. What in the world? We've never been slapped by Karma so hard in our entire lives. This is incredible. We were bragging it up like, oh yeah, this deck's amazing, walking over these crazy decks. But look at this, kids. Something terrible has happened to us. We've milled ourselves. Our opponents assembled Exodius.
Above all else.
Aruga. Give him a hello good game, but this time to ourselves. So how about this friends list not working? Right? What's up with that? What's up with that? Oh my lord. Are we still in game? Yeah, okay.
Let me aid your research.
Some weird shenanigans, that's for sure. He's looking for more ultimatums. He wants to flood the field even further. So, let's let off these flame sweeps, am I right? Guild Summit. Auto pay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's it. 109. Quite a bit of life. Probably could use a Jace. The hand looks fine, right? We do have the Rams, which is really nice. But there's no ramp, so we mulligan. No ramp here. But we don't want to mulligan too many times, is the situation. Palp Collector, that's fine. You'll see we subbed in Flame Sweep for Gates Ablaze now. I think that's going to work a lot better. Let's get our Guild Summit out. Taking the draw here. Okay, Searcher's Route's really nice. Grazer's basically useless at this point. We could play it as a blocker, I suppose. Oof. It's a good hit. I might use my first Gates Ablaze just so we don't take too much damage. That's a pretty wicked draw. Takes 4 damage though. Restocks his entire hand. Not so bad. We get a blocker out. I guess that's fine. Ceratops, pretty cool, pretty cool. Let's take the draw. Grazer doesn't really matter. Let's wild out. We have plenty of life to screw around with. And I don't think the land matters much. As long as it's gates. Draw those cards. Rhythm of the Wild. That's exactly what we wanted. And our Gate Colossus can now come out for 0. And I guess another Grazer, why not? No attacks. So the great thing about the Gate Colossus is, like we've seen in the first match, whenever we play a gate, we can put it on top of our library, and then we can draw it with our Guild Summit, the exact same play of that gate. And then now we have Rhythm of the Wild, which will give them haste, so they're going to be more threatening after a field wipe, right? You can't just wipe them, survive a turn, wipe them, survive a turn, right? It's going to be wiping on my turn and wiping on their turn potentially, right? Because normally they get a free turn because Summoning Sickness. Yeah, we're going to try to take it easy, right? So he can give it trample, and that's fine, whatever. It's better to keep 3 mana up, I'm sure. Right, it goes on top, and then we draw it. Absolutely. So his creature's totally tapped, right? Rhythm goes out. Right? This is where it gets kind of broken. I've been having a lot of fun with Rhythm. I guess not. Straight up canceled out. Bit of a bummer. We have 5 in our graveyard. He has 7. It's good to know, right? This is maybe not an easy matchup like we thought. And I wouldn't even mind drawing some gates for the draw, potentially. It's better to draw a gate than a non-land than just to draw a non-land, yes? Because the gate produces the second draw. But we have 40 cards, so we're not milling ourselves too much. Really? So he can give himself trample is the thing. Alright, we're stopping the trample damage here. We get the kill. The Rona has Death Touch, so... let's snag it. It just goes to his library, which is a good way to use Banishing Light. Just because now, if he bounces Banishing Light, he won't, I guess, in general. Just because there's nothing to get from it. So now he's got to organically draw it. And it should hopefully give us a good hit. How many gates do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No blocks. He needs to counterspell. So this is something he definitely wants to deal with. And it is an Assassin's Trophy, which is whatever. We do have a forest for this exact scenario. And then let's draw. Right? Gate lets us draw more. Puts our Colossus on top, into our hand, back on the field. Have fun with that. Down to 3 cards. He doesn't draw his Ronos till next turn. Our haste game plan didn't work out. Uro, if he draws a land, can be played. Actually, no, it cannot. The swamp kind of messes that up, but he does get a shaman. Okay, interesting. Land to the top. Take a trio, maybe. That's fun. Or just not. We could have saved that for his Uro, maybe, but I think we can just kill him. If he plays his Uro, he's not playing his god. And then we kill his Uro on the attack, he has to block it. He doesn't. He goes for the blocker. Alright, let's get a good draw here. Another exile. Gates Ablaze. Oh my lord. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He needs that Uro in play. Can offset all of the damage from the Archway Angel, right? Gaining 3 life every turn, plus the draw, which is incredible. We're getting close, though. We have more goats, right? Or rams. And we have more... He paid life for that. Into his Ceratops. Ooh, interesting. We might just need to wipe this. I think going in for Uro again. Really? That's twice he's not gone for Uro. Oh, I guess he can do both. Oh no. Counting mana, who can do that? Oh, it was an organic Uro, that's why. This is really good for the draw. Thank you so much, top deck. It doesn't matter what we take. Land is fine. That's another draw. Oh my lord. Look at us string this draws off. What we really want is a Rhythm of the Wild. No, can't get it. Ram can still come out. That's huge. 1919 trample. Right, let's kill Ronas again. Just trading continuously with him. Keeping him in his library. So, Uro no longer saves him. Right? The 1919 is too powerful and the trample will obliterate Uro. So he needs some form of removal. Or this is game. He's going with Uro and he's going to try to draw removal. We did see, what, Assassin's Trophy earlier? Right? Tyrant Scorn. So he's got plenty of stuff. Alright, let's see how this ends. He does need to deal with it. Okay, Tyrant Scorn. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. So he holds on, and these Uros honestly will probably save him. He's gaining life. We can slay Uro. Right? Okay, so we don't slay Uro. We trade with Uro. Let's keep him with a trimmed graveyard, because eventually he won't have the graveyard to support replaying the Uros, and we, if we go slow enough and don't draw too much, can keep playing. Oh, nice. We have our single four, so there's nothing for us to take even here anyways. But we draw another off the top. Alright, let's take this as well. We can auto pay. That's alright. I mean, this is less than ideal. He's up to 11 already. 9 in the grave, so he's going to be playing both of these Uros again. They're just so hard to consistently deal with. I definitely should have saved the Banishing Lights for Uro. Right? Then he could have just destroyed our Banishing Lights with his Assassin's Trophy, which is a weird thing as well. So we're just trying to slowly outvalue with the Gate Colossus. We do have them in cycle here. We have no draw engine, but, I mean, it can't be too far into our library. Ronas doesn't ever go to the graveyard either, so that doesn't help his Uro. Down to 3 in his grave. Nice, another Ceratops. $21 cards in library. Looking for Rhythm of the Wild. That's a secondary Ronas. That's not good. Right? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Big ouchie. Getting a little bit outvalued here. Maybe we pull a Gates Ablaze eventually. A Midnight Reaper, okay. That's how he got all those cards, was that huge Midnight Reaper draw earlier. Oh, yeah, okay. I see. So he already has Ronas on the field, which is not the worst. Oh, he just plays it for the Uro. Nice. Hey, that's a good play, to be honest. Oh, we're gonna take 20 damage here, potentially. So we need to top deck an Angel. Risky biscuits, I know. Down to 1. We need to rely on the heart of the cards. Let's put a stop in. Shaman's fine. Assassin's Trophy to the graveyard, that's helpful. Archway Angel, please. If not, Gates Ablaze. That's game. Okay, so we have a little bit of ramp, which is nice. That really helps out Gates. Gates needs ramp in a big way. It should be called Gates Spiral. But when we're playing against another ramp deck, that's never good. We have the Ram and we have the Angel. All we really need is a Gates Ablaze, and we kind of have all of our utility options. Interesting. Let's get airplanes in play. The more lands we can get out of our library onto the battlefield, the higher that our non-land card draw is, right? That means Gates Ablaze, that means Gatebreaker Rams, Archway Angels. And we definitely need an Ablaze, like ASAP. This Great Horn with flying is OP. Am I right? So the 7/7 with Trample does begin to present a problem for him. Oh, just like that presents a problem for us, right? Incredible. It's a bummer, but it's just something that is an unfortunate casualty. That's actually nice. Right, just getting all those lands out. Auto paying for the plaza. So we'll gain 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 life with our Angel. And another questing beast. You gotta be kidding me. Big damage. We still need that Gates Ablaze. Yes! Got him. If only we could play our Angel right on top of that. That would be sick. Serpent, okay. That's not good, it's got reach. 16 life? Yes. No reach, the reach on the Serpent is hard though. And he just wants to race damage. Ouch, that's not good. We need a Ram or a Gate Colossus. Another Serpent, dropping heat. Ram off the top is nice. We got our Gates Ablaze, we got our Gatebreaker Ram. And now that's what we talked about with thinning our deck of land, increasing the chances of our non-land draw. A third Serpent? Are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. We need more Rams. We need more Gate Colossus. This is an easy block, right? Because our Gate Colossus can come back when we play a gate. Okay. These Serpents have trample. We need to keep that in mind as well. Right, we do get our Gate Colossus next. So it's a really good blocker for these guys. Land, that's fine. We do have quite a bit of life. Druid, okay. Here comes our Colossus again. So if he wasn't going to attack last turn, he won't this turn. Auto ping, no attacks. Looking for a Gates Ablaze. Right, just dropping land on each other. Nice. I would actually like to keep the next land in hand, just in case we do want to bring our Colossus back. Hopefully he just keeps landing and we can draw another Archway Angel. Nice. Let's hit him. We'll Gates Ablaze. And then drop our Plaza to put our Colossus back on top. He does want to kill it, right? So he might double trade. Colossus back on top. Hopefully he drew a land, not a questing beast. Yes! Here's our Colossus. Let's get a Gatebreaker Ram off the top. Okay, that is something. It's a blocker for him. There it is. We can draw 7 cards here. Drawing a full hand again. Guildgate out, equals a draw. And we are absolutely rolling. Colossi can come out for 0. And then let's just banish this Great Horn so he can't mutate Hysterics onto it, right? Now we get to hit for 8 damage. He almost got us. We got so lucky with top decks, it's not even funny. Alrighty. That last match was pretty deadly. Let's see if we can duplicate. We have a Grazer to ramp this time, which is nice. And a Guild Summit right away, which, as you've seen, was 100% what won us that last match. Ooh, Castle Ventress. I just hate seeing. Goodbye, Guild Summit. Maybe we can hide it from him. What? He took Rhythm of the Wild. I definitely would have taken the Grazer there. 1 Guild Gate, please. 1 more Guild Gate, please. If he doesn't have another Thought Erasure to take this Guild Summit, I'm straight up confused. Now let's take a draw. Okay, okay. No attacks. We do have a Gates Ablaze, but I think it's going to be a control deck, right? Sultai control. Who knows? We'll brace ourselves, but Gates Ablaze could be a dead card. Gates Colossus out right away, which is always nice, especially with all of these other gates to play to bring it back. So it does need to see exile. Okay, he just got another, didn't he? Which we're gonna set. Oh, Lord. We get to draw it right to our hand, which is so sick. And then we're playing them both. Yikes. That's pressure, right? We got pretty lucky pulling them all off the top so early. He needs an extinction event, is what he needs here. Good game. The power of Gates, baby. So every now and again, we get a rare trait, which is our single basic land, which is a forest, and a grazer, which allows us to actually get a decent amount of ramp, at least off the start, right? If we could play like a Simic Guild Gate, that would be really cool, as it would enable a turn 2 growth spiral. But we don't have that, so it's not quite as ideal as it could be, but, you know, we're doing our best. And we really need to top deck nothing but land. It's a good chance, though. We have a lot of land in the deck. So at least that enables our Ram. And our Gates Ablaze. Putting our Ram in first, just to get rid of the summoning sickness, as we don't have haste yet. In for 5, with Vigilance, which is the best part. So we do need to Gates Ablaze this before it gets out of control, which is sad. Oh, maybe right away. Right, he's taking our Ram. Screw that champion, it's a draw engine. Let's just get rid of it. Having a draw engine like that on the field is too powerful. Let's force him to at least draw a second one, right? Oh, Archon of Sun's Grace. Perfect. We have to draw 3 land here at least. And Banishing Light is good. So, could be worse. As long as he doesn't play like 7 enchantments here. Another Banishing Light, okay, on our Guild Summit. Slightly annoying. We could take it back, but... Oh, yeah, absolutely we can take it back. Take the draw. And now the wipe. Having the draw engine is more important than having our RAM. Oh, nice! This is so funny. We're gonna have... So I'm gonna banish his Banishing Light to take my Banishing Light back to banish his Banishing Light. This is gonna get so out of control. I mean, don't get me wrong, I really want that draw engine back, but... At a certain point, this just gets hysterical. Escape to the Wilds is such a good drop right now. Both of our creatures escape Warbriar Blessing, unless he Warbriars with a Deafening Clarion. He has Vigilance, which is annoying. Let's hold it. Play the long con. He needs more Banishing Light. What would be deadly is if we could ECD that Banishing Light to take our Banishing Light back. No ECD in the deck, of course, but it would be cool. It's a nice thought. What does he do, right? Does he Warbriar Blessing into a Deafening Clarion? So it's a weird situation. Without any life gain, it's fine for us as well. Okay. Oof, down to 2. Let's sit on it. What does he have? Scry 1, sure. Our Gates Ablaze nukes everything. Another Banishing Light. Wow. Okay. It's getting a little bit aggressive now. He's literally dropped all 4 copies of his Banishing Light on me. Getting lucky with the Growth Spiral. Oh, it's just more land though. I guess. Gatebreaker Ram, Gate Colossus. Circuitous Route thins our deck at least. Keeping 1 Guild Gate in our hand at all times in case we do have a Gate Colossus that gets sent to the grave. Another Circuitous Route, that's incredible. At least we're thinning our deck of non... okay. There we go. Non-land permanents. Right? You know what I mean. Oh, dirty dog. What's he got in the... Oh my god, that's not good. This is not good. That survives Gates Ablaze as well. Oh no. We got him so close. We had him down to 2, you guys. We need our ram. We need the ram. We 100% need the ram. Storm's Wrath's his own Caprador. Dirty dog. Doubles down on it. Nice. Hashtag 9/11. No doubt. Oh. Oh, perfect. Another Guild Gate. I thought we thinned our library of those, so there wouldn't be any more of them. Oh, just a classes. Oh, I thought he would go Pegasus instead of Aurelia. Wow. Absolutely explosive. Stormwind Caprador, Storm's Wrath combo. Oh my lord, ladies and gentlemen. This gentleman's proud of himself. What a match. Okay, don't mind the hand, right? Adventurous Impulse, turn 1. Does that mean it's a combo deck? I think we might be seeing something very interesting here. No drop either. That's incredible. Any Rose or Grazer, that's fine. We don't really need it. Right, we do have our Guild Summit next turn. Ooh, God of Destiny, that's really good. Let's just start drawing. Circuitous Route's very nice. I would like Rhythm out as well for this Gate Colossus. Pelt Collector. So it is... Ooh, that Gem Razor's not good. That makes me want to just take the double draw right now. Yeah, let's go for it. Getting as much value out of it as we can. Right, at least we got a lot of draw from it. Gate Colossus down to 1. So we can play Rhythm of the Wild and Gate Colossus on the same turn now. Gatebreaker Ram also in hand. But, yeah, goodbye Guild Summit. Really? I would have mutated it onto the 1/1 so it could hit for 4. Right, this one's got Summoning Sickness. He realizes this. That's a pretty cool haste hit, right? He's going to block the Gate Colossus probably. There's no way he takes 18 damage. Nice. That's exactly how we want it to work. Perfecto. Mwah. Hey, free-to-play Gates, pretty cool deck if you have the ramp. It can be a little slow, admittedly, but as long as all of the pieces come together, and if you can make it to that mid-range game, you are laughing. This is a very powerful deck, and the ability to cycle Gates Colossus from your graveyard is incredible. Forcing your opponent into exiling it is great, and then if we don't have that, we have the Ram. This deck used to struggle, but we've incorporated Rhythm of the Wild into it to give our Gate Colossus and Gatebreaker Ram haste, which is really, really powerful because those are big bodies, especially the Ram with Trample, and it's not uncommon to have a 24-24 Ram on the field late game. So a lot of power within this deck. You should have no trouble climbing into Diamond with it. We were winning games pretty consistently, so that's always good news. Be sure to check out the Common Combos playlist for all of the other episodes within this series. Thanks for watching, you guys. I really appreciate it. I'm Hello Good Game. The pleasure has been all mine. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you spending your continued time and attention here with me. And those of you who support the channel financially as well, thank you so much. You're incredible. Tomorrow, we are back with another free-to-play deck. I don't know what it is yet, but we're really going to crush this free-to-play content for you guys and start working on some rotation-proof goodies before the new set comes out. And then when it does, we're going to hit some new decks, then farming guides, and then some original brews again for you. I feel like these sets are going by so quick. Let me know what you thought of the deck in the comments below. Reach out to Discord if you want to talk about anything else. And yeah, thanks again, you guys. Have a great day. Take care, and we'll see you same time, same place tomorrow, 6 a.m. PST on Twitch. Daily uploads on YouTube. We do the premiere probably around 4 o'clock PST. Something like this. I don't know. Just hit the bell icon and then it'll show up for you. And then I don't have to keep telling everybody what time. You know what I mean? Eventually, we can just have sick content. Okay, that's enough. I'm rambling. Go have fun today, you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care.